Morning. We're up bright and early this morning. We're heading for the Pilot Cemetery and probably hopefully going for a bit of a walk. These are the digs. We're having a bit of a problem at the minute. But the key's stuck in the door. So it's turning out to be a bit of a nightmare here for us. I'll do a little bit of a walk down here and turn around and show you them. It is really nice, I must admit. So that's the hot tub you can see in the distance there. On there, I'll spin around. There you go. So it is beautiful, but yeah, looks like Christine's managed to get the key out. He's alright, no she hasn't, she was just waving. See you, mate. Anyway, it's -4 I think at the minute, so we'll crack on and see what we can we're on our way excuse me, we're on our way up to that graveyard at the moment. It's -5, so it's a bit slippy, but apart from what was we had a fantastic sunrise this morning, and this is the remains of it, but it's kind of this lovely pink sky. So I've never seen anything like that before. I've seen it where it's the orange and the reds, but never a pink colour. But looks really nice. I'll leave the camera running for a little bit just so you get a feel for what the roads are like. So we're not driving at any speed at the moment, even though we've got proper winter tyres on. It's just simply because with all the thaw that we've had, the roads will be a little bit icy. So we just have to be a little bit careful. This is not like equivalent. I suppose it's a bit like an A road. This really what we're travelling on at the moment. But that skyline looks absolutely fantastic. I don't know how well it's coming out in the video, but it's certainly striking to us. We've seen a black squirrel this morning. Never even heard of those till we went to Germany, and now we're seeing them here as well. And also a fox this morning. So I think if you look on the telegraph poles for where some of the, I forget what type of birds they call them now. I can't remember what they call them, that nest onto the things like that. Cranes, I think they are, that's it. I think it's cranes, where the cranes would be nesting. This is a typical village we're going through at the minute. So they're very picturesque, very nice. I don't think Estonia is a poor country, not by any stretch of the imagination. Although it does seem to be lacking. It's not really geared for tourists. So it's a bit more insular than that. You see as well, what's coming up now is a railway crossing. You don't have, on railway crossings, you don't have the barriers like what we have. You just have these lights. So you have to give it a little bit of a look both ways. And then hope the lights are telling the truth. I think I've got a bit of frog in my throat this morning. I think the less well off of Estonians tend to live in blocks of flats, functional type housing, although what we've seen of the inside of them been great. Anita's, it doesn't look fantastic from the outside, but very impressed inside, and I think that was the same when we was in Narva as well. It wasn't very impressive outside, but inside was really nice. Oh, a road without ice on it.
Continue on Route 28 for 10 kilometres.
Seems like we've got some low-lying fog in places, which actually looks quite cool. Managed to get ourselves on a proper road now. I must say, this Toyota Aygo, I'll never have one of these. It's awful. It's uncomfortable on your back, hurts your legs on the throttle. Really, really not a nice car. I'd expect a lot more from Toyota. I must admit, I mean, the roads are quite straight. You know, they only bend if they have to. It's not like our roads where they seem to weave all over. They do tend to take the most direct route somewhere. B roads, not so much, but these major highways, I mean, being as they don't have motorways, I think the best you get is you might get the odd mile or so of dual carriageway, but on the whole this is a typical main road through the country. Well, we've got a couple of foxes here that are in the field. Let's see if we can zoom in and show you one. Doing a bit of a runner, keeps looking at us.
Nice, use your zoom. He's eating something. It's Mr. Mum down there. I think he's got his dinner.
Okay, we're at the Amari pilots graveyard. Got to figure our way in. It's not like a cemetery that we're all used to. This is in a wood. Apparently this dates back to Russia. They're Russian pilots. The belief is that they're buried underneath the tail fins of these Russian jets. Now nearby was a Russian airbase. It's now a NATO airbase, so it's still used today, but these are actual tail fins of Soviet aircraft, and the names of the people that are underneath them. One of the worst disasters that they had wasn't actually in the air. It was two aircraft that were taxiing, and they overran on the runway. They hit a truck and it exploded and burst into flames. But I must admit, this is really, I've never seen anything like this before. Very, very different. Apparently, if they're flying at the NATO airbase, which is just up the road, you can hear them going over. What a strange graveyard. There are other graves that are here. You can see a few others that are marked that we're walking between, but these ones are pilots. So the winged aircraft are pilots. They also think that they're from the actual aircraft that the pilots had crashed. Whether that's true or not, we don't know. Like I said, there are other graves that are here. I'm presuming that they're all relating to Russians and probably the Air Force base itself. So, not necessarily pilots, but it's just hidden in this forest. So it's not near a church or anything like that. Obviously remembered, but wow, yes, very different. And these are real tail fins from Russian jets. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but you can hear jets in the background. Anyway, this particular grave basically says, it is in Russian, but it says died while working in there doing their duties, and then there's a list of people. So I'm actually thinking that all of these people are buried in this grave. There's about 14 of them, I think, 12, 14. That's on the 12th of the 4th, 1978.
Oh, that's when it crashed into a truck.
Christy just told me that this is the one where the 2 aircraft that crashed into the truck.
There were 12 people in the truck.
There was 12 people in the truck, and then plus your 2 pilots would make 14. Yeah. And they're all here on this list. So that relates to the story that I was saying earlier. Also, these gravestones are not from when the pilots died in combat. This is from training. So these pilots died while training. It could have been, I think some of them were through instrument malfunctions, pilot error. Okay, we've come here to what's called Rummy Quarry. We're here to have a look at what would have been an old prison. You can hear the jets in the background now taking off on exercises. What we've actually come across are fishermen. Type jets. They're the ones, the planes that the pilot alone can't fly. It's impossible, and it needs the computer to do it all because it kind of defies gravity a little bit. I don't know how much you're getting on this on foot. The dog fighting is what they're doing. So we keep seeing them come above the trees, and they're dog fighting with each other. Okay, we'll try again now. We're kind of watching these fishermen fishing the holes on there. There's several of them that are out here at the minute. If you can just see his auger, I presume that's what they call. Having a little dip in different holes. I think he's depth in at the moment. I think when they actually start fishing, they tend to sit on the boxes. So like the fella over there, braver than me, I wouldn't walk out on that. It's not that deep. It only takes seconds for them to dig a hole. They have these like rods. They're about, oh, I don't know, 2 foot long. That's all. Very short rod. And then their auger or brace and bit type thing that they've got, that's about 5 foot tall. Don't seem to carry anything else, no nets or anything, I think just pull them straight up on the line. Not sure what they're fishing for. Somebody's actually got several of them all set up at once, so I'll try and zoom in. Like that. You can see that he's got something over that hole, and then there, that one, and the one that he's at the minute, one a bit further down, so he's actually running 5 at once. See if I can zoom in a bit more, and can't really see how he's doing it, but that's what he's got set up on each hole. Right, this is the turning into where we're staying. And this isn't easy to get to, so we've got to pull in onto here, and now I need to turn round and reverse up
Your
there,
destination is on the left.
which is quite a way up. It's not easy on the ice and snow. The vehicle only just fits. You can't get out either side till we get to the top. So that's
You can't see.
and Joshua, that's my rear view camera.
You're gonna go and wipe
Yeah,
it.
no. You can set that off now. We're down at the end of the garden. There's some steps down there. That would be your swim if you were fishing. So you could fish this lake. We've just lit the burner, I suppose, for the hot tub. We'll be in that later. You can see it's smoking a bit on there. So it takes about 4 hours to heat this up. So we'll leave that burning for a little bit and come back and maybe top it up a little bit with wood, I suppose. Yeah. And there's the digs. You were right, Dad, it is near a bridge. We came in the opposite way, which makes it about 4 or 5 miles away. But the bridge is fairly close, but what you could see, you can't see this place. What you could see is the place over there. Our place, you have to go up quite a long lane. So we're going to go and warm up now. We've put the sauna on, and we can go and chill out.